Welcome to another episode of Kookievision. In this video, I'm going to be making a jumping bunny. So I'm actually making this from a cutter that I used from the 101 cookie cutter set by Wilton, and this is actually a bunny face. So I'm outlining the ears as well as the face, the insides of the ears, his big feet, and the underside of his belly, and this is a number 2 tip with a piping consistency white roll icing. Now I did one of the ears kind of flopped over, but you can definitely do them both standing straight up. I've also got some flooding consistency white roll icing here as well in a squeeze bottle, and this one has a number 3 or 4 coupler and icing tip attached. But you can just use a regular squeeze bottle, it works just as well. And I'm ignoring the belly for now. I just want these sections to crust over a little bit first for at least 5 to 10 minutes, and then I can do the belly. It just basically avoids the sections kind of flooding into each other, and you don't want to lose any of that line work because it will make good guides for us later when we're re-outlining it. And I'm just using my scribe tool here to even everything out and get rid of any air bubbles. Next, I've got some flooding consistency pink roll icing here in a squeeze bottle, and I'm filling in the insides of the ears. And usually when I do my flooding consistencies, I let my flooding backgrounds dry overnight, but you just need to let this sit until it's dry, and that usually takes about 6 to 8 hours depending on the heat and humidity of your location. I've also got some chocolate brown dye here that I've mixed with a touch of vodka, and I'm splattering the bunnies with it, and this is just to basically kind of tie them in to the rest of the Easter set that I made. They all have speckles on them. And I also have some gold luster dust here that I've mixed with a touch of vodka as well, and I'm using a brush and my finger to kind of splatter it on there. Again, this step is totally optional, but I did it just to kind of tie it in with an Easter set. I really like the look of it. I like the sparkle and the vintage kind of look. So you definitely want to let this dry for at least 10 minutes until those speckles are nice and dry. And I've actually got some pink luster dust, or sorry, petal dust, that I've put onto a cotton swab, and I'm just rubbing it into his cheeks to give him some rosy cheeks, and I'll use a brush to get rid of the excess. And I've also got some chocolate brown dye here that I've mixed with a touch of vodka, the same stuff that I used for the splatter. I'm using the back of my brush to give him 2 eyes, and that kind of makes it a lot easier to get a nice round shape, as opposed to using just the brush. I've also got a liner brush here, and I'm giving him a mouth. This is kind of like a little sideways 3 shape. Now I've got some piping consistency pink here. This is a number 1 tip, and I'm piping his nose as well as the bottoms of his feet. And after this, I'm going to basically re-outline everything, and I'm using a piping consistency white royal icing, so the same royal icing as I used to outline him initially, and this is a number 1 tip. And I'm going around and outlining his head, his ears, and his feet, as well as the underside of his belly. And to give him some front feet, I'm just going to do some long U shapes on the front of his belly. And I want to let these details dry for at least 1 to 2 hours before I do this step. And this is the tail, so I've got the piping consistency white royal icing again, and I give him a rough tail shape at the bottom there, and I'm dipping it into some sparkling sugar. And you could totally use different sprinkles for this, anything white would do, or you could just leave it as royal icing. So there we go, we got a cute bunny for Easter, for spring. It would be great for a baby shower as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like me on Facebook and on Instagram. Bye!